What's going on, guys? I am Jaye the Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about Dwight Howard. Now, Dwight Howard just won a championship with the Los Angeles Lakers, but of course, he could not celebrate this win due to the fact of him accidentally exposing messages. See if I can find them. This right here. While he was celebrating, messages was exposed. Let me show y'all the video. This is the video of him turning up in the locker room, right? Then bam. Well, let's see. These are exposed. Apparently his fiancé, wife, as he calls her, Tia Cooper, was messaging him. Now, we don't know when these messages took place. It must have been recently. Now, he's been in the bubble since July, okay? And she plays his girlfriend. See, I'll put a picture up right here. His girlfriend here, Tia Cooper, or fiance here, she plays in the WNBA. And I believe they've been bubbled as well. So, I don't know if she thinks that he's talking to other women, he's spending time with other women. Again, we don't know exactly when these messages were because he was fidgeting with the phone. These could have been older messages. Royce, for the most part, she posted this here after that leaked. Imagine it being one of the happiest days of your life, and someone who's supposed to be your sanity and celebrate with you comes at you with some childish drama for all the world to see. How embarrassing. You know what you signed back up for. Okay. Now, these could be sour grapes. These could be somebody who wants to still be with Dwight. Now, say whatever you want about Dwight. You know, Dwight, he's had things said about him. I've spoken about it. Also, Dwight has been known to be a character, a bit of a weird guy. But that doesn't mean that he can't celebrate winning a championship. And if she's coming at him because, he's more focused on helping the team win than, I guess, talking to her. Because, again, this guy has been in the bubble since July. And you're coming at him for what reason? You think that he's FaceTiming other women, And now I want people to understand something. The thing with Dwight, and this is him and his wife, as he calls her, Tia Cooper. I've known about Tia Cooper since she played at South Carolina, okay? And when he started dating, I was kind of surprised. But then I wasn't because, she's a cute chick. But, Dwight, to me, wanted to reinvent himself. He wanted to show that he could win. He wanted an opportunity to come in and prove himself because he felt like he had pretty much been at the end of his career, so to speak, with the injuries and the fact that he has been a bit of an underachiever. I can honestly say that Dwight has been a model teammate. He's been somebody that has came in and been very unselfish and has tried to help the team win. Okay? But he has two women at opposite ends of his life. Right here you see Dwight and his baby's mother, Royce. You have one woman who is his past, who he still deals with, and then you have the woman in his life now who he's having issues with. Now, what I want to know from Royce, why does Royce have such an issue with him now? She's saying, and according to these messages, she's basically saying that he's not coming to see his kids. Or Royce, he's been in the bubble since July. So yes, he's in Orlando, he's in Florida, but he's in a bubble. Okay? Now, could he break protocol and go and get like a chance to go see his kids? I mean, he probably could, but I don't know how the protocol typically goes. There's people who've left and came back, maybe she was expecting him to do that and he hasn't done that. Okay? Maybe she was expecting to be invited to the bubble and she wasn't. You're not his girlfriend. You're not his wife. You're his baby's mother. Now, I don't know how that situation goes. Okay? But it just seems kind of petty that not only are you going at him for him exposing himself, having some sort of issue with his newer female, but the fact that the timing of this, you're airing him out publicly. I don't understand these babies' mamas. I don't understand these single mothers who have children with these athletes, and I don't know what you expect from these guys. And then when they don't live up to your expectations, you want to put them on blast. Let's look at this article from Clutch Sports. Let me read this. During the highest accomplishment of his career, Los Angeles Lakers big man Dwight Howard may have dropped the ball while live on Instagram. The 8-time All-Star apparently pressed the wrong button, prompting his text message to display briefly on the screen. The conversation appeared to have been transpiring between Dwight Howard and fiancé Tia Cooper of the Los Angeles Sparks. From the looks of the conversation, Howard may have had some explaining to do to Cooper. On the positive side of things, the Lakers center has come full circle after winning a championship in Orlando. Though he didn't come with the Orlando Magic, he wasn't necessarily a dominant piece for LA during their series with the Heat, but he made some impressive defensive stops to help the team close out a few games. Again, being unselfish and just coming in to help the team win any way he could. Dwight averaged 2.8 points and 2.8 rebounds against the Heat, with Anthony Davis taking up most of the duties in the front court throughout the series. Howard is coming to the end of a $2.56 million deal. Lakers may move quickly to retain the center, but the price tag that he tote may prove to be of a challenge for their front office. Now, even though I said that Dwight Howard is on the tail end of where he is career-wise, that doesn't mean that he still can't get a payday. I mean, he just won a championship. You know, there are teams that still feel like he has something left in the tank, even though the points may not be impressive, but he was there for defense. But there still may be a team that spends a lot of money on him, you know. But we will see. We definitely will see. Maybe LA can re-sign him. Who knows? Talented big men have become the talk of the upcoming offseason so far, with many teams such as Golden State Warriors looking to bolster up their front court in order to be able to compete with the Lakers next season. Howard could be on the move for a higher salary and possibly another championship with a different team. Again, we will see. I think that Royce needs to move on. You know, he is engaged to another woman. He doesn't want to be with you. You need to move on, Royce. This level of pettiness should be beneath you. If you have issues with Dwight, you handle it outside of basketball. And if you notice, you know, he pressed the text message button, which lets you know that Tia Cooper was the last person he was talking to, which means he wasn't talking to Royce, okay? Wasn't having no conversation with Royce. I think Royce needs to move on. She needs to find some love in her life. And it just seems to me that she's a woman that just can't let go. She wants to throw the kids in there. Again, we haven't heard him being a bad father until he wins a championship. Why do you wait until Dwight Howard wins a championship before you go public to talk about how he's not being a good dad? He's not coming to see the kids. What is the point of doing that? And then to get petty on social media and talk about, you know, how basically his girlfriend is being childish towards him. So which one is it? Is he a bad father, or is he with a childish woman? That's what we want to know, Royce. A lot of these women will have kids with these guys, and when it doesn't work out, man, they go into super petty mode. They start to use the kids against them. They get into a war of words with the ex instead of moving on. It just seems to me that Royce, after all these years, still may not have moved on, because a lot of times these women think that they're going to be able to find another athlete to get with, and it never works out. It never works out, and they become more and more bitter. Now, again, we don't know what the situation is with the kids, but you wait until this guy wins a championship. This dude's been in the bubble since July. He's been focused on winning the championship. But you use this opportunity to talk about something that the public really don't need to know about.